Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more BattleTech. Well, we're here for our final mission while we're on this planet. This is the only one that is not against the pirates. So, we're going to go ahead and make some quick money today. We have a destroy base mission. So, since we know that they often have, what do we call them, turrets, we can get potential bonus money. We're going to go ahead and focus solely on that. Salvage, again, it's fairly minimal. I don't think that there's that much to really be gained, but money on the other hand is definitely going to be a good thing for us as we do try and track down our black market. So what we're going to do is we'll bring our Marauder. We are in lowlands. Actually, you know what, maybe we drop our regular Marauder here. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring our one with a little bit of extra range. We'll go ahead and give Rannick a break. He has been doing quite a bit for quite some time. Let's chuck Big Man in that one. Let's keep the... what do we want? Snub PPC, LRMs. That could be alright. Black Knight. That's not a bad choice either. We've got some Pulse Lasers. Heat efficiency is not bad, although it is fairly close range. Yeah, look, you know what? Maybe we do bring along the Black Knight, and then maybe we go for some indirect fire and just get this over and done with. Let's bring our catapult. That should be fairly sufficient. So, let's see. The Orion is... Oh, actually, the Black Knight is our worst as far as heat efficiency is concerned. We'll go ahead and we'll throw Archangel on that. You know, let's go ahead and give Hawk the catapult. Yeah, there we go. And Cheese Goblin can take the Orion. That should be fine. That seems fairly decent. 2 across the board. I don't think that's going to be too bad. Alright, let's go destroy ourselves a base. Okay, so our objective is to destroy the captured base and escape. We are going for some deniable destruction. We are looking for a mercenary company to do some covert work for us. We've lost a base to the Capalan Confederation and believe local government personnel are being interrogated even now. We can't allow those people to spill their secrets. It would look bad if we were seen destroying our own base. We need deniability. We need you to level the base, particularly the storage and communication facilities. We'd appreciate it if you ensured there were no living witnesses. We will pay a bonus if you wipe out all the opposition. Alright, well, they're using us, so the raid can't be traced to them shooting your own people. This is an ugly situation for them to be in, but nobody said that the periphery was a safe place to work. No, but at least we're going to get paid, and rather well, I hope. So, the base that is captured is just up ahead, Commander. Move in, engage the defences, and start the demolition. The forces that captured the base are still on site, so be ready for opposition. Alright, well, let's go ahead and see what we can see. Actually, you know what? We've got a very nice spot up over here, so we're going to go ahead and scoot up over here.
Location confirmed.
We'll take
Rolling.
our spot up over here. I'm thinking we kind of move up towards the water, cool down, and then just obliterate with overwhelming firepower. I think that's the way to do this.
Got a sensor trace.
Alright, so first things first, we have a light mech hanging out over here. There's a light turret over here, back there, as well as another 35 and another 30-ton mech. Alright, so 3 defenders, 2 turrets from what we know, but there's probably going to be a third, maybe even a fourth here, because I think they very rarely, they very rarely have less than 4 turrets. So, let's get this Orion point blank so we can try and maybe get eyes on these targets in the next one. So let's sprint up here.
Yes, Commander.
Our Black Knight, you are a little bit more toasty, but I think we'll go... how far can we get? You know what? Maybe we move you over here. Let's get you close to the water's edge.
On my way.
That way we can at least use the water to our advantage on the next one. Alright, so they have a Panther. Alright, and I'm guessing that's maybe a flea. Could be a commando. I don't know. We'll find out. The catapult, honestly, none of this matters too much for you, my friend. Let's just bring you into cover. And we will slowly traverse our way forwards whilst firing copious amounts of LRMs. Alright, first Panther shot is a swing and a miss at our Marauder. Very, very good. No point taking unnecessary damage. Let's see, the Jenner. Alright. Honestly, I was hoping for another miss with all the evasion we had, but you never know. Oh, there it is, a commando. Okay.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Alright, and the final one is a Javelin. And it looks like that is SRMs. Alright. This should be relatively easy for us to handle.
Receiving you.
What do we do?
What's the plan?
Well, I suppose we may as well bring the Orion forwards first. Should have a pretty good choice of targets. Maybe even take out a turret.
I await your command.
Actually, you know what? That Black Knight here, we can only get one visual on turrets. On any of the turrets, sorry.
What are your orders, Skipper?
The catapult, we can just probably destroy what we need. And then the Marauder, we can technically get eyes on everything if we so desire. Alright, well, I don't think we travel too far. I think maybe we go ahead and we'll bring...
Ready for orders.
You're fairly close range. Let's move into the water. We've got some decent shots here. Yeah, we'll move up and we'll see what we're dealing with, and then we'll decide. Alright, so a light laser turret as well as an LRM turret. Okay, that'll be easily dealt with. Only, what's that, 52 points of damage, points of structure. That is easily destroyed. We could also take out all of the armor on this one if we desired. Let's see, 52. I'm pretty sure we could just send an LRM at both and we'll be set. So let's focus in on other targets. Let's start with the 60% across the board for the Javelin. It's hard to say no to that. The Jenner, not quite as good. Yeah, let's just take the good shots that we've got.
Engaging target.
Alright, so he's in for a bad time.
Cobra strikes.
Right leg is already taken out and an arm already. That leaves...
Yes, Commander.
Let's see.
Skipper.
Let's move our catapult forwards. I think we'll try and aim... Yeah, I think we'll try and aim for either either turret.
Affirmative, Commander.
There we go. So multi-target, one of these. Yeah, that is 80 points of damage each. More than enough we need for rather.
I got you.
Alright, so that's one down. There goes the next.
Target destroyed.
Alright, and
Standing by.
let's see. We've got pretty decent resolve. What have we got? That Panther we could deal some pretty solid damage to. We do have a good shot on that Javelin. Oh, hang on a second. I'm thinking maybe we go... Oh, right, we're still on the attack. Let's go with maybe Cheese Goblin here. Let's move you up into the water. I think we just destroy this one here and maybe split fire to the Commando? Yeah? I don't know. We'll see. How much health has this thing got? 35 hit points in the center torso. That's not a huge amount. I don't know. Maybe we just send the... Let's send the snub PPC at the other target. At that commando there. That should be sufficient. You never know.
Firing!
Between the LRMs and those two lasers, we should definitely hit that center torso for enough. And then... Oh. Okay, you know what? That commando did better than I thought. 10 points of structure there. Yeah, it's close to going down, but not quite enough. Actually, we're still at 27 resolve. I thought we got the kill here.
Commander?
Oh, that's quite annoying. Alright, Alright, you know, let's just move on up into the water. We'll stay nice and cool. I don't think we really have to worry about too much getting close. We'll target the Panther just to make sure that we interrupt its PPC capacity sooner than later. And who knows, if we hit it, we could very easily kill it. Alright, but it looks like we decided to put all of our damage into the leg instead.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Not quite the best way for a kill. Oh well, and unfortunately, its slowing down isn't going to be a big issue either. Alright, so they do have at least one more LRM turret hanging out at the back. No huge surprises there. Let's see. Yeah, relatively small amounts of damage.
I'm under heavy fire.
Don't get me wrong. More damage than necessary is not amazing, but again, I think we're still fairly safe. We should still have a fair bit of armor
Damage
left.
minimal.
Oh, and
Damage
the Panther.
minor, Commander.
Back up again. So between the impaired sensors and the standing up penalties, I doubt anything is going to hit. Oh no, I tell a lie. Turns out it can still shoot us. Huh. How did that happen? Oh, they're a tactician. Oh, well, we'll see how it all goes. Shouldn't take too much. Let's see. What have we got? We could fire the O-run at a few things. Actually, we got some pretty good shots there with the LRM against that Panther. Yeah, that might be maybe the thing we do. We send the LRMs there, and then we just fire everything else against that first commando. I think that seems the way to do it.
Confirm.
Alright, so there goes everything. And that's almost a knockdown.
That's a critical hit.
Alright, well that's another torso in... sorry, that's another pilot injury. Oh, and I forgot we can move. Oh, very nice. Let's just shuffle on up.
Confirmed.
I think we'll split some fire with our LRMs, knock this guy over and get another kill. Or at least knock him unconscious. And then...
Yes, Commander.
Whereabouts is he? Yeah, there you are. Let's go ahead and... Oh, 55%. Hang on. Let's move back. 45? Oh. I guess moving closer is actually going to be a... Why on earth is our targeting so terrible from back there? Oh, 60? Oh, okay. It's definitely a range issue. Alright, and maybe I guess getting some bonus altitude is useful.
Acknowledged.
That'll do. Multi-target A and a B.
Split and fire.
Alright, so that's a kill. Yeah, between the center torso or the extra injury. This guy's just a little bit easier to target.
Receiving you.
Let's go
I'm your spaniel.
point blank range and annihilate. I think that seems fair. Oh, and there's the turret in the back, so let's make sure we get this thing gone. Let's go. Let's see if we can roll lucky. But again, it's not like it's going to survive anyway, so...
And here it comes.
May as well have some fun.
Target destroyed.
Oh, right.
Hostile eliminated.
Well, that'll do it.
Standing by.
Alright, and that just leaves Big Man here, so let's mosey on up. We don't really have to worry about too much. I suppose we'll just go ahead and destroy the first building.
Target confirmed. Enemy structure eliminated. Flatten that one.
Alright, so question is, no, they do not have the ability to sense a lock.
Ready for orders.
That is helpful. Let's move...
You have orders?
Can we get into a position where we get line of sight on multiple targets? Oh, there we go. That puts everything into view.
As you wish.
There we are. Cheese Goblin can see that. And then what are we dealing with? Shredder turret, SRMs and flamers. LRMs as well. Yeah, not much
Orders?
at all. Let's
Ready to rock.
bring Hawk forwards,
10-4.
and then let's go multi-target with both of these, both of which should be particularly good.
10-4.
All right, there's the first, the third at this point, and the final one.
Let's hit them hard.
Easy payday. All right.
Bye-bye.
Actually, that bye-bye reminded me of,
Commander.
what is it? Creepy Dave. That's the one. Z-Frank? Fantastic.
Coordinates received.
Creepy Dave is, we quite like Creepy Dave in our household. It's what makes him our best favorite animals. Oh, it's bar. At least, something along those lines.
Target destroyed.
They will be done.
Alright, and let's just go ahead and get rid of this
Onward.
final building, and we're all good.
Taking the shot.
Leopard inbound, Commander. I'll meet you at the LZ.
Alright, there we go. Darius is giving the green light to land. All clear. So, you know what? This should be rather nice and profitable. Not just did we destroy some turrets, which I'm hoping is a secret objective, but we got rid of the Capellan forces. Extra, 35%? That is very nice. Up to 830,000 C-bills. A little bit of reputation cost with the Capellans, not that we care. And it pushes up our mercenary review board rating. So, we took a little bit of damage. Again, nothing too severe. All of that's easily fixed. Everyone got a good amount of experience. Parts of mechs, always handy to get. We didn't leave a huge amount of salvage on the table, so I'm not really too concerned. And then I guess what we can do is we can probably sell off some of our extra mechs that we no longer need. And then we try... And then we, then I think we fly off to our next location. I think that should be fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll head past the store, just in case we do get access to the black market. I definitely want to make sure we have the cash. So we're going to go ahead and sell an old javelin. Nothing important there. Same with a Jenna, don't care too much about them. As well as a spider, all of which are pretty good. And I'm thinking we might even do something with this Vulcan. But we will get to that when we get to that. We will sell off a couple of these weapons just to make sure that we, have as much money as we realistically want. I think keeping 4 large lasers should be fine. We've got some pulses and other things. We can sell about half of those. Half of these. LRM 15, 7 of them. Okay, well that's a decent chunk. LRM 20s. Oh, medium lasers. Alright, let's go ahead and make a bit more money there. Machine guns, I suppose we can sell it. Actually, you know what? Never mind. You never know. We might want a few more of those. Small lasers we'll hold on to. Let's see. SRM 6s, we probably don't need 11 of those. Let's go down to a more reasonable number. And then jump jets. Yeah, here we go. We can definitely make some good money's worth there. Let's leave 5 in our supply just in case. And then anything else? LRM ammo here. Let's sell off a fair bit of that. 4 tons should be sufficient for all of our needs for now. And same thing with same things with our SRM ammo. We'll get rid of the majority of that as well. Alright, so that puts us up to a rather nice amount of money. Is there anything we did want to purchase while we are here? There is that snub PPC with extra damage. Actually, that could be nice to have in the future. You know what? Yeah. We're going to go ahead and buy it. We've got the cash.
New weapon systems available.
We'll quickly swing over to the mech bay. Yeah, let's just double check our Orion. Oh, that's a snub PPC. Okay, plus 10. Okay. Well, you never know. We could always throw in a second snub PPC and drop off those LRMs, although that's going to make us particularly toasty. Yeah, that may not be the best idea for us just yet. Alright, alright, so before I forget things, let's go ahead and swing past the barracks. We'll make sure that everybody
receiving
gets their promotions. We'll go with some... minimum range? No, I think we save up for gunnery.
Waiting for orders.
Big man, nothing you can do.
Awaiting orders.
Cheese goblin, extra hit points or cold shot bonus. I think we'll go cold shot bonus. We're getting decent amounts
Standing by.
of resolve. As for Hawk, indirect fire penalty, boost that up further. I think that's probably a good
Training
thing.
confirmed, Commander.
And then we can get that initiative bonus.
Commander.
And then... yeah, I think that'll have to do for now. Okay, so back to the mech bay. We have had fun with my little hunchback project here, but I think we might end up dropping this at this point. We could do a few things, but... oh, actually, you know what? Maybe we keep it and we drop off the Panther. We're not really using that at all. Yeah, okay. I changed what I was going to do. We're going to go ahead and drop off this Panther for now, and I think we maybe switch the Vulcan there instead. I think that could be a... I think that could be the way to go. So, where is our Vulcan? Yeah, there we are. Let's go ahead and ready that mech. That'll take a day. Nothing really too crazy, but then we can start refitting it as we fly around. And with that in mind, let's go to our navigation. I think we've got about 20 days worth of work left on our current engineering project. So let's go by half skull. Yeah, here we go. We've got pirates and the Arano restoration. It'll take us 18 days to get there. It is 60,000, but again, I really want to boost up our reputation with the pirates. So I think that this is the best choice. I don't think... yeah, that will... yeah, extra money to go... yeah, look, again, it's just getting far more costly. I think this is our best choice. We'll hope that it's a good choice. Alright, so we'll, either way, go ahead and start flying. Yang should give us the all clear on readying the Vulcan, and then at that point we can happily go ahead and well, we should be able to
Job's done, Commander.
refit. So let's head to the mech bay. We'll also go ahead and... was there any other tweaks that we wanted? Let's just go over our components. I think... yeah, we've got large pulse lasers. That could be good. Actually, that could go on nicely. Yeah, and then we have that, yeah, ERPPCs and some other bits and bobs. Alright, so either way, we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and refit this Vulcan. So we know that that CQC suite is going to give us a nice boost to our support weapon range. One thing that I was possibly thinking is maybe we pull off a couple of pulse lasers and we throw them on here instead. Having an extra 90 meters of support range could be very, very good. And that hit defense as well would make us particularly difficult to melee. So let's see what we can do with the armor first and foremost. We need to make sure that we're going to live. So let's boost up everything we can. Or at least for our front armor. And then we'll see how much we're playing with. Alright, so we've got a little bit more. One more point. Let's go ahead and throw that into our back. There we go. So 10 tons remain. Let's see. We have 4 supports, 1 ballistic, 1 energy. Okay, so theoretically, what we could do, we could chuck on a large pulse laser. That would be 7 tons. Ooh. Still rather heat efficient. Yeah, this is, yeah, heat neutral right now. And then we've got 3 more tons left. Let's go maybe... I guess technically we could just chuck on a bunch of small lasers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 small lasers, a large pulse laser. And then, as far as equipment is concerned, we throw in a heatsink. Honestly, it's probably not terrible. We've got decent ranged weapon there, although admittedly no minimum on the large pulse. Does do a bit of good damage there. Decently protected. Small lasers. They're going to have, what is that? Maximum is normally 90, but that'll double out to 180. I suppose it's not terrible. Yeah, the heat efficiency is only going to become a thing once we, you know, once we start adding on those small lasers, which again, it's only going to be, what, 24 heat per round? Or actually, no, only 21 with our heatsink as well. Yeah, look, you know what? I think that's actually doable. Let's go ahead and we'll throw that on there. And maybe we should have gone with a jump jet or two just for some extra maneuver, but I think for now that's actually not the worst. Also, too, those pulses, yeah, they do weigh a full ton as well. So, I don't know, we'll have to see. We have, what, one of them in the Hunchback, and where are the rest? Oh, we have one in the Fire. Oh no, that's a medium pulse, I'm pretty sure, in the Phoenix Hawk. Yeah, the Assassin maybe. Did we end up putting one of them in there? No. The Marauder, that's just got the small lasers, I'm fairly sure. Have to be somewhere. Oh no, it's definitely not there. Maybe the other Marauder? No. Did we lose one? I feel like we've had more than 2 small pulse lasers. Oh well, you know what? It's not a huge point of contention. It just is what it is. We might be able to throw them on later. It's probably not a terrible plan. Dropping off, go from 4 and go down to 2. Yeah, or maybe then we could even chuck on like an, what do you call it? An ER medium laser instead of the large. Save us a little bit of heat there, and then chuck on a bunch of jump jets with the saved heat. Sorry, the saved weight and heat capacity needs. Got a couple of good options ahead of us if we really want it. Yeah, well, that is for us to figure out as time goes by. But either way, let's go ahead and continue on traveling. It's only a handful of days before we arrive, and then we can finally see if we can boost up our reputation with the pirates just the smallest bit, because again, if we can just get out of the lowest bracket of missions, we should be able to really boost our reputation with them and make sure that we get access to that black market sooner than later. Oh, and here we go. Okay. So, black market invitation. Darius opens the morning briefing with a familiar refrain. Commander, I've pursued the cabal that controls access to the black markets to consider, again, our possible membership. Smile laughs. They don't usually make that offer more than once. Times must be desperate. Yang gasps in feigned insult. Or, Darius is that good of a negotiator. Our reputation with the pirates in the periphery is still a gating factor. Dr. Maraud points out the black market isn't going to offend their best customers. What is their asking price this time? Well, unfortunately, we are paying an exorbitant fee. Maybe if we were still in the Federated Suns, what do we call it? Yeah, if we were in Federated Suns territory, maybe we'd get through a little bit easier. But you know what, I think we're disliked by all pirates regardless, but we're going to go ahead and pay it nonetheless. We may now shop at the black market in various systems. With a wave of your hand, you quiet the room. Millions of sea bills aren't doing us any good just sitting in our bank account. Time to spend some of our savings. From the look in his face, Darius seems torn on whether he'll regret bringing this opportunity back to the table. Yang strokes his chin in contemplation. I need a cool pirate name now. Maybe Angry Yang or Ironbeard. What you think? Alright, well, we are in That Is All That Matters. We can now start getting some very nice gear, and I think that's going to help us out immensely.
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
Alright, so let's visit the store. They do not have a black market, but again, that's fine. We can search for that later. Small lasers are mods. What are we looking at? Extra melee damage. The cheap ones are always not bad too, because again, with no extra tonnage, we do get bonus damage. That could be a little bit of fun. Same with that melee stability damage. Again, a good thing to have. And then, what else have we got? Oh, we've got some gyros for stability damage taken. Okay. And then extra hit defense as well. Right, well, I guess we really do want a bit of cash to be able to purchase everything we want. Because, what's that going to be? We need... Well, we more or less want at least... Yeah, that's almost 1 million. A couple of those basic arm mods. You know what? That's actually not the end of the world. We can afford those. But either way, we'll do that at a later time. What we want now are contracts. And please have one for the pirates. Alright, and payroll seizure. Okay, skull and a half. I think this is good. I think this is very good. So, we need a recovery mission. Honestly, this is not going to be too bad for us. The Taurians are not going to appreciate us. But, how can we improve our... Okay, 7 reputation. Ooh, where does this put us? So, you know what? I think I'm going to have a bit of a look between videos and I'll figure out exactly where this puts us. But, yeah, things are looking up for us. We can finally help ourselves with some payroll. Payroll. With some contracts with the pirates, which will be particularly good. We might even do some things for the restoration here. Looks like they have some very quick and easy things. As long as they're not up against the pirates, I think I'm happy to take these missions. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.